We about to rock. Go ahead, I'm ready. Fuck that, I'm introducing this bitch. What's up? It's your girl, hey, I'm Jayde, and I'm with the homie DEEzo. And we got a real
you know what the
topic
fuck going on,
about.
nigga? Whole lot of gossip shit, head ass.
We about to get into it, but now on some real, nigga, tell them what's on your mind.
All right, so she was showing me these Beyonce photos that just dropped, I guess.
She snatched out life this morning.
Right.
Came through looking like Lauren London, 20 years younger in the flesh, nigga. Come on.
Word. So I'm
Just
like,
so y'all niggas know, I'm sorry. What's today's date? It's February 26th.
okay.
So y'all can go back and look for the picture that I'm talking about. Cause she came for a nigga neck.
Hey, so
What's up, man?
And
Anyway,
it just made me like think like it's just crazy to me how like undoubtedly in everybody's mind like nobody's even in the stratosphere of competing with Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? And everybody that had kind of came close is out of here.
So that's what I want to know. Who even kind of came close? Because I'm not in denial about being like a part of the Beehive. I know that I'm a Beyonce fan, but I'm also very practical when it comes to like just fucking this is this and that is that.
Okay.
So who do you feel like even came close?
All right, so I consider myself a motherfucking student of this game, right? So my theory I'm about to present to y'all might be left as fuck, cause y'all might be like, what the fuck is this nigga talking about? But I'm gonna break it down as best as I possibly can.
Nigga, give me a name.
All right, so for me, looking at Jay-Z, right? But prior to the Beyonce era, we had the Aaliyah era.
Okay.
Jay-Z and Dame Dash both dated her. It's proven fact. It's out there. Usually fucking Google.
They both smashed or they both dated
They
her?
both was with her in a relationship. They both was probably smashed and
So
whatever the
yeah,
case may be.
I don't know the extent of Jay-Z
Right.
and Aaliyah, but I know Damon Dash and Aaliyah were like in a long time relationship. I don't
Jay-Z
think that
had it
ever
first.
but I don't think they were ever dating seriously like that.
But it's just, hear me out. So Aaliyah in that era was number one, right? It was a crossover period to where it went from the Aaliyah to the Beyonce. Aaliyah passed away. I feel like Beyonce picked up that, and I feel like knowing how this industry work, kinda, it's just like we know who about to be number one. You know what I'm saying? And Jay-Z always been looking for his queen.
So who's the person that you say could have come close?
All right, so outside of her, I mean, outside of that bullshit I was talking about, but yeah, that's way deeper. I would say Carrie Hilson was getting the closest in that time.
Never. She never even had anything that Beyonce exhibits within her greatness. The only thing Carrie Hilson had on Beyonce was her pen. She can write. Aside from being a pop star.
That's all I'm saying. I'm talking about.
So
Listen.
writers?
I'm talking about as far as she had the appeal, she had the pen. And at the time, she was with one of the hottest producers in the game. And she had records with Kanye and Kanye's pinnacle. Okay. So it was just like people like, ooh.
I get it. We know her accolades. But I just feel like when it comes down to a Carrie Hilson, she was someone that they compared to Beyonce, but she never even came close. So I can't really say that's a person that could be mentioned for this type of comparison.
Okay, listen. So, like you said they were comparing her to Beyonce. Right. Prior to that and after that.
But it wasn't like a large, vast media thing. It was like Carrie Hilson brought out this whole beef thing.
And if we're talking in Black Twitter, nigga, it was known that, nigga, she was closest.
It was known that it was beef. Behind the scenes, supposedly Beyonce and Carrie didn't get along. So that's what was known.
Right. So
it wasn't known that she was about to be Beyonce.
Hear me out. So hear me out. So that was basically the Cardi B and Nicki Minaj shit prior.
Nah, I don't feel like that because Cardi B actually has the opportunity to, I'm not gonna say surpass Nicki, but do some of the same things that Nicki has done.
We're talking about in that time. It's two different time periods.
But
in that time, Carrie was up there.
I just don't think Carrie Hilson is a good example of a person that could have come close and why Beyonce just outstands her 3,000%. Well, just give me another one because I just feel like I shoot
that's
that
what I'm
down.
saying. You can shoot it down, but I'm saying,
So
like you said,
else?
It's proven facts. Outside of that,
proven facts?
She was the closest.
Nigga, no, she was never nowhere
All right,
near.
Name me somebody.
I mean, I don't feel like that. I feel like Beyonce is way a different type of artist.
You're part of the Beehive.
The only other person that could possibly even be mentioned in this timing is Rihanna, but she have a whole different demographic.
So I was getting to that.
So she
the
good.
reason it had to be that way. It had to be that way.
But they also cater to low key. If you really think about it, Rihanna's target market isn't the same immediate age range as Beyonce. Like Beyonce is gonna touch certain people that Rihanna, like, they gonna fuck with it because Rihanna makes pop music. But when people fuck with Beyonce, it's on like a bitch. You like I fuck with you. When people fuck with Rihanna, it's a younger crowd of people that really feel like, bitch.
So you don't feel like everybody fuck with Rihanna?
No, I feel like people fuck with Rihanna, but when you think about Rihanna's 5%ers compared to Beyonce's 5%ers, Beyonce's got all the way from age 2 to age 50. You feel me? Rihanna has because she has that unapologetically, I'm a dude, smoke weed, I'm a rebel. You
don't know any 40-year-olds that fuck with Rihanna heavy.
Not 5%, like how Beyonce's 5% supporters do.
I mean, that's going to be a given because Beyonce been in it a little bit longer.
But no, that's not a given because she's been in it longer. They have other people that have come and that touch all those ages as well. It's just the type of artist the type of image that Rihanna holds is not going to agree with a wide demographic. Beyonce is very safe. She never does too much and she never does too little. She does exactly.
So you don't think Rihanna ever grow to that?
No, I'm not saying she can. She very well can, but I just feel like her image right now.
Rihanna just turned 30. Beyonce is how old?
Like probably 34, 35. No, maybe 30. Beyonce is 10 years. Beyonce is going to be 37 or 36 this year. Okay. So they don't really have a 10-year difference, but Rihanna's image and attitude alone gives her a smaller demographic than what Beyonce touches consistently. Sometimes Rihanna gonna hit everybody because she gonna make those records that just, But to me, Rihanna is somebody that's a good comparison, but it's not even competition because she has her own shit.
But in the beginning, it was.
I don't think so in the beginning it was either because she had a different demographic as well.
Anybody that put pressure, not even gonna say pressure because I don't feel like Beyonce really felt any pressure. But if Beyonce even get a whiff of them, it's just like, okay. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, and if it's a little bit...
So that's the thing. That's the beauty in this conversation. Beyonce automatically does not even have to worry about that shit because she is undoubtedly number one.
Right.
So, yes, what you're saying, but then again, nah, really. It don't even matter no matter who you... But I'm curious, though. I want to come up with this list of who possibly could have even been thought of as someone that had the potential to go in that direction. I just don't... Carrie Hilson has... She doesn't even have the stage.
I feel like Beyonce done had a couple battles that I feel like, of course,
Keisha Cole. That was one battle she had, but that's not a person I would say ever came close or can even come.
Carrie
close.
Hilson, Keisha Cole, Lady Gaga, Rihanna.
So with the Lady Gaga shit, they quickly sealed that up real fast. They did a collaboration and nipped that.
Yeah, they had to.
So, but that's because they're two greats. These are two people that are undoubtedly running shit for what they do. So, and that's kind of similar to Rihanna, but Rihanna's demographic is just a little bit tighter because she doesn't have the image to reach all demographics with every single song and thing that she does. She's not gonna have those supporters.
Wait. Okay.
We just had that whole conversation about how Beyonce.
Because I be feeling like.
I mean, it might sound hard to
I feel
consume,
I feel like these older chicks fucking with Rihanna too.
People fucking with her, but you gotta realize her image is automatically Xing her out of the super small kids for everything she does, and the older people that are like 40 and 50. They got Michelle Obama. How is it if she's doing voiceover work? She got cartoons called Home. But that shit don't matter. That's just
it do. It's Rihanna.
You comparing Rihanna to Beyonce. Beyonce's demographic is wider than Rihanna, hands down. No argument. Rihanna's is significantly huge.
Quiet as kept. Right now, it is an argument.
Nigga, fuck all that. That's a done. If you look at Beyonce right now and Rihanna right now, if you look at them 10 years ago, if you look at them 10 years in advance, Beyonce's always going to be able to touch age to as soon as they can speak and sing to age whatever you want to stop at. Rihanna not...
And you don't feel like Rihanna's gonna get
I'm not feeling like she can. I said that already. So yeah, we can move past this conversation. We've already agreed that Rihanna doesn't have the same demographic as Beyonce.
We didn't agree shit.
Nigga, yes we did.
No, we didn't, nigga.
Well, we'll be able to watch it because you definitely was
fuck
like,
your
yeah.
agreement, little nigga.
All right, well, cool. We can move on. So I mean, it's not many artists that I could
say.
So
those four.
No, I don't even count those people that we listed. I'm just the people that
I listed. You don't count them?
I don't count Keisha Cole and I don't count Carrie Hilson because these are people that were compared to Beyonce because of beef associations. It was never even.
It was only beef because of music, though.
But it doesn't matter.
So it's pressure.
But that's what.
It ain't personal.
But that's what made it even a thing. It had to be negativity and gossip to even put that person in the likes and conversation with Beyonce. Keisha Cole can't touch Beyonce. Granted, she could sing. This has nothing to do with their talent and any of that shit. This has to do with the greatness and the undoubtedly number one conversation. Both of them are not even in the.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know how you looking at it, and like I said, you might be like.
You said undoubtedly number one.
You're in the beehive. You're in the beehive, so your shit.
But I'm not biased though.
So this is what I'm saying. This is all I'm saying. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying you're right. What I'm saying is, when these chicks I'm naming, And it was coming because it's two layers of Beyonce. It's the pop star Beyonce, and it's the fucking.
So do you want to go back to like Beyonce's first album and people that
that's
were possibly...
that's all I'm saying. In these times,
you didn't say that.
and we can't fucking compare Carrie Hilson and fucking Beyonce right now.
I mean, but that's not automatic. But you got to make that clear.
Listen to what I'm saying. What are we talking? Why would we? Nobody's talking about Carrie Hilson right now. We're only talking about that.
Okay,
time.
but we just talked about Rihanna and Beyonce right now.
So I'm talking about in these times that we're going. I was going through the list before you kept.
No, you were talking about Carrie Hilson profusely before a list was even developed.
And then you jumped to Rihanna. I'm like, nigga,
because
let me
Carrie
even
Hilson doesn't compare it on any time.
In that time,
I don't think
nigga,
so.
I broke it down. I said
that don't mean she had
the look. She had the look. Her pen game is fire. And she was arguably one of the top producers in the game at that time, and she had hits.
So were many other people. Tweets.
We're talking about her and
compare.
Beyonce. Like, come on, like
but
she
yeah,
jumped
So I don't feel like that. That's dead. Like that's.
Hey, to you, like, but shit.
I think most people would be like, nigga, you tripping. Carrie Hilson.
If we went back to that time, dog, I'm trying to tell you, in that time, my nigga, that's why it was pressure, bro. Like, come on, my nigga.
I don't feel like Carrie Hilson ever put any pressure on Beyonce.
Boy, what? You sleep.
They both had songs that were on the Billboard at the same time, but
we know how this shit go, nigga. As far as it's always
okay. So if you
whoever at number one, they gonna always make it competitive.
If you want to go back
in black shit, they always gonna make it competitive.
Okay. If you want to go back to what you were saying about Cardi B and Nicki Minaj, yes, Cardi is putting pressure on Nicki. Yes, most definitely. But Nicki's also going through what I look at as her decline right now.
Right, and at the same time,
Beyonce never went through a decline.
I'm not saying that, but at the same time,
so she never put pressure on Beyonce.
At the same fucking time, it's two different eras. As far as social media back then was a little bit different, so that behind the scenes shit can be done way more severely. Today, in today's age, that shit is not flying. Nicki Minaj is getting exposed left and right from the behind the scenes shit she's learned.
Nicki Minaj don't have Beyonce power.
Beyonce gonna silence. Still got power.
I didn't say she don't have power. I said she don't have Beyonce power. So I'm more than sure there are things that goes on with Beyonce, similar to the things that Nicki Minaj has been exposed about, that we would never hear about because of the kind of power that Beyonce has. And all of that to say, that could be the very reason why Carrie Hilson is somebody that I would never look at as a comparison.
The first thing we said about Carrie Hilson is her pen is fire, and she can't get
got a lot of fire pens though. Niggas gotta wait their turn. Look at
Carrie Hilson can't get a record in, nigga.
She did. She had the one with Kanye.
Nigga, that's then in that era. I'm talking about now, nigga. That's 10.
Nah, it's dead.
That's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you. Look at that.
What are you saying though? What is that? Add to prove to your point that Carrie Hilson can be
that it's a different. It was a different time. If that beef would have happened right now, I feel like
I don't think now.
I feel like it's
Beyonce got too much power, nigga. I'm more than sure she pulling strings like that behind the scenes on a lot of bitches. We ain't gonna never know right now in this time. So
nigga, she dead it Keisha Cole, bro.
I don't think she did it Keisha Cole.
I feel like she did it Keisha Cole, bro. As soon as Keisha Cole started talking about Michelle and all them at that Super Bowl shit, nigga, Beyonce deaded her ass. Right after that,
she deaded that whole beef, whatever that bullshit was, but I don't think she deaded her career though.
Nigga, it was different. It's different for her. It's cold for Keisha right now.
But I think it's been cold for Keisha for some time, even before the Beyonce shit. I don't think that silenced her career. That's what I'm saying. I don't feel like that. But I don't know anybody else to even compare. Like, I'm really sitting here trying to compare, like, someone that could even stand up. And when you think about it, it's people like Rihanna, Lady Gaga, the Adeles, but that's not even the same lane of music halfway. Just the Rihanna is.
Because it's Beyonce is like, Beyonce's forever. We know that. Like, so
I'm glad you said that.
When I'm saying this, I'm not saying any of these women compare. I'm just saying, it's like some of these chicks might be a
you
pinch.
feel like they had a chance, but Beyonce just shut it down. All right,
because they jumped out of pocket.
Comment what y'all feel, because clearly we got choked up. We couldn't even come up with the motherfucking names of people.
Hey, because like for real, I'm not like, I don't know, like maybe because sometimes I explain this shit, I feel like she's saying it. She feel like I'm saying it. Like Beyonce is not. But I'm just saying. No, like,
I don't think you saying, like, we both agree, undoubtedly number one.
Right. So even like, it's levels to the pressure that put on Beyonce. I feel like the most pressure she ever had on her, and it's not even they're in the same lane as the Lady Gaga shit. To where it's like Beyonce, like, all right, I gotta let her live.
Put the most pressure on Beyonce.
No, hell no. In the urban community. You know what I'm saying? I feel like her and Rihanna had to become relatives, nigga, because it was like, look, nigga, Beyonce, you getting older, nigga. I'm taking this shit. I'm taking this part of it.
So I kind of agree there, but I feel like if anything, they probably looked at Rihanna and said, okay, we have to give you a different type of target audience because we that's something that we can't fuck with. We know that legacy is strong, even if she wasn't under the Jay-Z umbrella. Like, just think about it. Looking at a Rihanna, giving her budget and saying, bitch, whatever you do from here on, it's gonna be platinum, whatever you touch. We gotta strategically plan out how we gonna do this. I feel like they probably had to do that because they know that it was already a Beyonce. It made no sense to even go in that direction. But I don't feel like Beyonce had to readjust. But I do feel like Beyonce, after Rihanna put out certain shit, switched up some of her approaches on styles. And like when she came out with her We Be All Night, that whole album, I feel like that album and the sound of that album was kind of reminiscent of a Rihanna direction. So Rihanna's had some impact on her, but Beyonce's still undoubtedly number one just because she's the full package, right?
I feel like it's the Wayne and Drake effect. It's in reverse. And I feel like right underneath Rihanna, if Tiana Taylor ever have a fucking fire ass album,
look, that's a good conversation. Like, who put pressure on Rihanna at a point in time? Definitely like a Tiana Taylor.
But that's what it's the same shit with Carrie. I'm trying to tell you.
I think it's way different, nigga. Like
it is because it's a different time, dog.
But no, like irregardless of the time, Taylor just the pressure itself. Because I remember, nigga, like when that shit happened, right before that shit happened, Rihanna was popping. She had a few little albums out and shit. Tiana was Pharrell, you know, all of that shit. But nigga, after that shit happened, Tiana was silenced and Rihanna shot the fuck up like a skyrocket. I don't think that could have been the result of the Carrie Hilson Beyonce thing. Carrie might have still been successful, but it wouldn't have stopped Beyonce.
I just feel like it's because for me, I'm looking at it like it's not with black culture, like the people we pick to be at the top, it's not just their music, it's everything about them. Like,
right.
So that's what I'm saying. That I feel like Carrie Hilson had a lot of at that time, because this is before Rihanna even leveled all the way up like that.
Carrie came after Rihanna.
So it's kind of like Carrie was like, nigga, she was meeting all Beyonce's check marks. Like, nigga, you the skin tone, nigga, like all that shit. It was just like, damn, and your pen, and you writing all that shit.
But I don't think the average motherfucker was thinking about the fact that Carrie Hilson was writing. They were just looking at the music, enjoying it.
No. When I'm saying that, I'm saying as far as I'm talking about everybody. So the industry is feeling that, and the fans are like, damn, Carrie. So it's just like a lot of. It was a lot of pressure. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like
fans weren't like, damn, Carrie, like at all.
Not saying it like they was like choosing her or Beyonce at a point.
But not even checking for it. Like, it was just like one of those things where it's like,
it's like a maybe because I'm speaking from the perspective of like maybe Beyonce was just feeling that shit. Because I'm like, nigga, like I feel like Beyonce, how they had no business, me seeing it from the outside looking in. I don't know no inside behind the scenes shit, none of that. But I just feel like Beyonce, like, to be at that level, you got to be a shrewd business person. Like, niggas sleep on how. Definitely. So I feel like if anybody touch a piece of her pie at any moment, whether it's the pop shit or the fucking R&B urban shit, nigga, Beyonce, like, who is this, nigga?
So
like,
I just
and she'll let you live if you're respectful. But as soon as you jump out of pocket, bitch, you dead.
Yeah, I just think when it comes to Carrie Hilson, let's just say if like Beyonce was like Santa Claus, right? And she looking through naughty and nice, and she doing naughty, she doing nice. And let's just say it's Beyonce, like, okay, competition, yes or no. It was like, okay, I see you, like, but no, like, not even concerned. Like, I don't even think it was no serious, like, oh my God, she's competent, like, non-existent.
Right. No, I'm not saying Beyonce felt it at all. I'm saying as far as like, that's what so if Beyonce's Floyd, right? Floyd's never lost, but there's always a fighter they trying to pump up. Like, hey, nigga, this is the nigga that's gonna knock Floyd out.
Yeah, I don't think if this was like a fighter, whoever this person is, and Floyd is looking at it like, all right, this is the next nigga I'm gonna fight, but I know I'm about to blues this nigga. Like, yeah. I don't think he even looked at it like that. Like, if it's the Beyonce, like, if we're looking at it,
but we're not. I'm not looking at it from Beyonce. I'm looking at it from
the people. How they
the people are like, hey, this Beyonce, yeah.
So yeah, I just think, like you said, even then it was undoubtedly number one.
And like, Beyonce, like, man, y'all keep, like, it's rare that y'all put me up against motherfuckers, but all right, let me just smash her real quick, get her out the way.
Yeah, I
just
think
to let
it was
y'all
a small
know.
snapshot of time, and it never had any real impact, even on the people, not just for Beyonce, just even on the people to even consider like undoubtedly number
right. And that was probably one of the smallest. Like, if we're talking about Beyonce felt anything, she just felt that air. Like, damn, it's cold.
So who did Beyonce ever feel anything? You stupid.
Beyonce, like, damn, it got cold in here. Like. That's what Beyonce felt.
Used to, but so who's pressure on Beyonce then?
So okay,
Rihanna for sure.
Rihanna and Lady Gaga was the only ones that had Beyonce like, you know what?
Little like, okay, I gotta really just make sure I do this, that, and that, because if not, this bitch about to blow me out the water.
And not even blow me out the water, but you know what? I'm gonna let you live because
silence my whole vibration.
You gonna be here. You know what I'm saying? I feel you. All right, you here. You know what I'm saying? Because it
right, it's like that. It's acceptance. It's like, okay, you gonna be like Adele. Okay, you gonna be here.
You here?
Not tripping, but you know what? You already made me mother because you cried when you got your Grammy for me. So we good, bitch.
If you jump out of pocket,
oh,
bitch. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. Like, nigga, they're finally getting Taylor Swift out of this bitch. You know how many blows I had?
But that's
you know what
urban though. That's urban. But I feel you though. Niggas is like, fuck that bitch. Niggas still like, dog, my mama forever. I never could stand that bitch, and she don't even like Beyonce like that. But it's just the whole Taylor Swift. She was just like condemned by the nigga community. Like, oh no.
Dog, and Taylor was like Trump, nigga. Like she got power behind her, nigga. Yeah. You feel me? And for them to finally get her ass out of here like that, it's like, nigga, that's a big battle.
So who
nigga.
put pressure on Beyonce? Who else?
I would just say them two, and maybe Taylor Swift a little bit.
Nobody else.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like she just like Hall of Fame that shit. Like she did some MJ shit. Like,
exactly, like greatest of all time type.
Like then prior to that, only close to what like Diana Ross, but it's like, damn, I feel like you passed them. Because it's kind of like how I was saying with the Eddie Murphy.
Closest to her is probably her idol, which is Tina Turner.
Think about it, and I feel like she passed them. Because it's like
it's tough to call that type of shit. Cause of the time, like that's like
that's 30, what I'm saying.
40,
the Eddie Murphy, Kevin Hart shit. That's what I'm saying.
30, 40, almost 50 years senior. Like that's you can't. You feel me? Like it's not even really how. Like what do we even compare at that point? Sold out arenas. Like
that's what I'm saying. That's where she at. It's like
yeah, no, definitely.
And it's miles. Couple 100,000, probably couple.
Okay, fuck it. We get it. We got the point, nigga. I definitely fuck with this conversation. Who y'all think could even come close? Who put pressure on B? Who is somebody that the urban community felt like, oh, bitch, Beyonce, you better look out for this bitch because she coming and
only
then
Rihanna
shut
right
it
now.
down.
It's only,
but not
Rihanna.
even right now, just in general, because that's like I want to elaborate on that shit.
I feel like
so we said Carrie, Keisha, Rihanna, Lady Gaga. Mm-hmm. That's like the 4 people that we have for different time frames in Beyonce's career that put pressure on her, et cetera, et cetera.
Right.
In the urban communities.
In the urban. And in the urban, and Lady Gaga with the pop, and Rihanna with the pop now. Like she's like, I'm gonna let y'all.
So Rihanna with the pop music, but with the urban perception though.
Yes, exactly.
But to a certain demographic too though.
Exactly.
Okay, it's your girl MJ. We out of this bitch.
It's your boy DEEzo. She be trying to
shout out,
motherfucker.